Hello there, Gia.
Hello, Keisha. Hello, world. Hello, everybody.
Hello, world. Gia, I think you have some exciting news for our friends in the world.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with General Hospital, but I know
It's
you've
medically
all,
related,
it
I
is
think.
medically related. I know you've all heard my trials and tribulations with cholesterol,
Mm-hmm.
and I had my blood test the other day, and I got the results back, and
Mm-hmm.
I cut it by more than 50% with my barley sweet potato almond program.
Barley, sweet
So,
potato, almond, people. That's the
yeah.
secret.
Well,
Okay.
maybe. We don't know. I was throwing everything at the wall. I mean,
Well,
it's
all
hard to
those things
say
seem
if,
like good suggestions, though.
yeah, but it's hard to know when you do so many things if it's what you
Yeah.
took
Yeah.
away from your diet or what you added
Mm,
or,
true. That's a good
you
point.
know,
Lots of variables there. Yeah.
too many variables to really pinpoint
Was
what
to
happened. But I'm
what?
yeah, I'm very happy because I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna be like, take that, take that.
Were you also trying to beat me at my cholesterol
Oh,
number?
I don't even remember what I didn't think yours was bad, was it?
No, it wasn't. I think that was what bothered you,
Oh,
that it
no,
was
what
good.
bothered me was that they wanted me to double my medication and put me on
Oh, yeah,
something that I'd had to
yeah.
inject.
Oh, yeah, that's no good. No, you don't
So I
wanna
was like,
go down
yeah.
that road until you absolutely have to, and so they wanted to double the was it the Crestor?
Yeah, well, it's
Uh-huh,
rosuvastatin, but yeah, the double that and then
uh-huh.
add Repatha, which I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen the ads. There's a nice looking woman who sits on a couch with a cartoon heart and they talk
Uh-huh.
about her heart attack and I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
her now. They're gonna be like the nice
Oh,
lady with the
yeah.
heart with the band-aid on
Well,
it.
at
But
least
but
it's
I'm
not
not.
one of those
Yeah.
that's good. That
Yeah.
congratulations, G. I think we're all giving you a round of applause.
Well, thank you. And I just feel like I don't think the doctor's going to remember any of this. They never, they see a million people, but
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, there's really," when I was begging to give me 6 months to see if I could do
Mhm,
something,
mhm,
and they were
mhm.
like, "Well, really it doesn't do much, if you have high cholesterol, a lot of times it's just in your family and blah blah blah." I'm like, "No, really,
Yeah.
let me
Uh-huh,
just try this cuz I'll change what I'm
uh-huh.
doing and see if we can. But they were
Yeah,
very down in the mouth about my chances of,
yeah, that's no
and I just
good.
I just want to be like, like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
you
want to
tell
be,
them, Gia.
yeah, I want to be very smug and superior. See me,
Mhm.
I want to give 'em a bunch of YouTube links to watch
I
and
was
stuff.
gonna say, like, you so even more smug than before. That's good. More YouTube videos.
No, I won't be, but I was like, okay, you can affect change in this little
It
equation. I mean,
seems like yeah, it's too bad that's not the route they take to begin with, that doesn't really make any
I
sense to
think they just
throw
look at some
meds at
pudgy old lady and they think she's not gonna do anything any different, and
it.
and, you
Yeah,
know,
maybe they're just jaded and they've
just
seen it all
yeah,
before. Yeah.
human nature is such that they
Mhm.
they probably
But,
don't think like, yeah.
I think if you had told them that you have a General Hospital podcast, they would have
They would have been like,
understood
"She know,"
that
and
you're
that I've watched all 15 seasons of ER, and so I
yeah,
really,
you're not just
yeah.
anyone. You're not just
Right,
somebody off the
right.
street, who doesn't care about medicine. You're a
Yeah, but,
scholar.
I mean, I do wanna challenge them a little bit on whether or not, like, I'd like them to be giving me some studies on the causation of heart disease and
Listen to
cholesterol,
you,
you
causation.
know?
Good word, Gia.
'Cause I
Yeah.
don't think that's been,
Mhm.
I think people have raised a lot of questions about it in recent years.
Okay. I
I don't think
also
all high cholesterol looks the same, that's what I'm saying.
okay. I accept that.
Yeah.
I would also like you to ask them, say, sweet potatoes, almonds, barley. Which do you
Yeah.
think was the silver bullet
What do you
here?
think was the trick? Because I was so freaking bloated for 6 months.
Which of these can I eliminate? And can I insert something like, say, a
Do you think the
beard?
Oreos, I've heard Oreos also work. How do you feel about the
Which can I
Oreos?
swap out for Oreos? Then they'd be like, "See?" 6 months you're gonna be injecting something, sister.
I know. Anyway, it was a fun moment though, opening that lipid panel. And then as soon as the husband woke up, I'm like, "Look, you gotta look at my lipid panel." I'm like, this
That's
is
not a
what
euphemism.
this is what we've come to.
That's what passes for sexy when you
Yep,
hit a
yep,
certain age.
yep. A good lipid panel. Yeah,
Yeah, woo woo.
got your
Mhm.
lipid panel.
Mhm.
Anyway, so thanks for letting me share that, and I'll shut up about it
Sure,
now.
I
We
know,
can
it's
talk
very
about
exciting
General
news.
Hospital. Yeah, so
Yeah,
maybe I can inspire people. I don't know whether you want to lower your cholesterol. I just
or
wanted them off my back,
off your back, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
mhm. Hmm. Well,
So,
I I'm still a little curious if you had, increased your crest, or would you be even funnier? Or do you hit,
I
like, a
don't think so.
plateau? You think
I,
that it's just an
yeah,
initial
and I
sort of
think it's only you. Like, I think we've been friends a long time. I don't think other people think I'm all that funny. Like, I've listened back, and I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about. Uh-oh, did I lose you?
think so, I think you're funny, and
Oh,
funnier.
there you are. I
You
lost
get
you for a
funnier.
second.
Maybe I'm losing my Oh, sorry, jeez. Yeah, there's something maybe turn off your camera, Gia, especially
Turn
since
off.
I'm just looking at your ceiling, I think.
Oh, is my camera still on? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
hang on. How do I get rid of
Might
it?
be hurting your signal a little bit there, or maybe it's mine, who knows? But anyway,
Hmm.
yeah, so we have Friday and Monday to talk about.
Yeah, can I say nothing burger before we get rolling?
Yeah, I think that's kinda why I didn't mind talking about cholesterol because I thought there's not a lot that's exciting. We had a ton of Lulu, didn't we? At
Yeah, too
least
much Lulu
today.
in the same outfit. Hey,
And
I'm
the
sorry,
same
I can't
yeah,
seem to figure out how to turn this Oh, there we
there
go.
you go. Yeah,
Okay,
same outfit, and it was such a blah outfit, wasn't it?
I think I had those pants in the
I know,
80s.
there was something about it that was it all felt like it was from a Goodwill. Maybe it was your
Yeah, they
outfit.
were very 80s, like that sort of a pleat, like it's a pant that could almost be a skirt, you know?
Yeah, and it wasn't I mean, it was a little bit shapeless, and then the, like, sweater sort of top didn't seem like it was anything special. It all looked
No,
sort
no,
of
the turtleneck, and she looked very nice in it, but I kept thinking, you know how you and I both feel strangled in a turtleneck now. Like
yeah, we do.
I have
Mhm.
a hard time even looking at somebody in that much of
Yeah,
a
yeah,
turtleneck. It's
right,
too
mhm.
much.
It's
I'd
too
lose
much.
it. I'd be losing my shit. I still get feeling I don't I can't I have a hard time wearing like pullover things anymore because
Uh-huh,
I know I
yeah.
can't get them off quickly if I get hot.
Yeah, yeah, right, I
That's
know those, like, fleeces or whatever that just have, like, the if they don't have a full zipper, yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah, I'm
that's a
suddenly
tough
like, "What do
sell.
I do if I gotta get this off? Oh my god." Start flipping out a little bit.
Just in the store. "Do you have anything that's got a full zipper? You're killing me."
But anyway, yeah, too much Lulu.
Mhm.
Still, and I know I've pointed this out ad nauseum, nothing, not a mention of Rocco, not a scene with Rocco, not a mention of Rocco.
No, she made it seem like her priorities were, uh, getting back together with Charlotte and getting a job, and that was it. And the job was all related to finding Charlotte again, right? Are you there, Gia? Gia?
Hello?
Can you
Hello?
hear me, Gia?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got silent for a minute.
I know. I don't know what's going on. Is this phone got a problem?
I
Hmm.
don't know, but for some reason there's a number 6 in your
Oh,
screen.
I can put a couple more.
I don't know what that means, put a couple more.
Sixes. No, when I was trying to turn the camera off, I accidentally typed a 6. So
Oh, okay.
don't be worried about that, but I don't know why. I don't know why it's I'll get
Oh,
rid of it.
jeez. Oh,
There.
there it goes. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, that was
My
interesting. All right.
screen's doing weird shit though.
Hmm.
Oh well. Okay,
Well,
well we'll just carry on as long as we can
yeah.
because
Okay.
we're professionals. Um
We're just worked through all of our or
And
technical
here's what
difficulties.
gets me about the Lulu at Rocco thing.
Yeah.
I I feel like if the writers were going for something there, like
Mhm.
her inability to rebond with Rocco,
Mhm. Mhm.
or if that's what they were aiming for, okay, I'd go
Mhm.
with it. I'd find it
Yeah.
interesting. Like, why is she
Right.
so hyper
Right.
focused on her daughter when her son's right there and she's, been
Mhm.
gone for
Mhm.
4 years? But I think it's just sloppy writing, or that's my sense.
Yeah, I agree. And it's very hard to think of her as a good mother, and I put that in quotation marks,
Yeah.
with Charlotte if she can just turn a blind eye to whatever's going on with Rocco. She's not a good mother if she can't pay any attention to her son who's in the same town,
Right.
you
I mean,
know?
you can have more than one child and pay attention. I mean, like, our
Yeah.
mothers did. Your mother had even
Yeah.
more than my mother. And,
Yeah, I was still the favorite, but but she tried, she might have phoned it in with the boys, but I don't think they knew that.
were you,
What? Oh, I lost you again, Gia. Crap. Gia?
yeah, I'm here, but hello, hello, hello.
Yep, I can hear you now. Okay, this is
My
gonna get a little
screen keeps going black. Maybe this phone is dying.
maybe.
Um, anyway, I'll keep my finger on it.
Okay.
Were you actually the family favorite, like with your mother? Was that really a thing?
She I think she was really good at not playing favorites, but just being the only girl, I think I had certain privileges, you know, or
Yeah, see,
certain
that
things were
didn't work for
expected of
me.
me.
I was the only girl too.
Yeah, but you're
Does that mean?
nothing, nothing.
Yeah,
You were
but
fine. I'm sure you were fine.
but I was definitely not the favorite. That's so funny. Oh well. I think with my mother, I was like a reminder of like, I don't know. I think she felt a responsibility for me as another female to make sure I got it
Mm,
right, and I was
and she
so
could
not.
see.
Yes, I was so not getting it right. Whereas boys were like other for her,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Uh-huh.
um,
Yeah.
and I was more like an extension of her or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
do.
guess I'm just
Uh-huh.
guessing looking back. And I was
Yeah.
such a jerk, such a little.
No, I'm sure that's not true.
Well, I kind of, and I like struggled against the norms of like
Yeah,
femalehood too.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Not like I wanted to be a boy or anything, but I was like, well, why do I have to do that? They don't have to do that,
Mhm.
or vice
Mm,
versa, or whatever. Like,
mhm.
why don't
Mhm.
I get to mow the lawn? Why do I have to set the table? I was always
Mm.
like a pain in the
Got
ass that way, like.
take a whole team of therapists to unpack every
I
bit of
know,
baggage you've got.
I know. Mowing the lawn seemed like fun, but
See, yeah, I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to take out the garbage, so I sorta had, like, this, cushy sorta life, and my
but
brothers
and
had
you
to
weren't
do
you
all that
weren't
stuff.
bucking against that. Like, I wanted to do those. I didn't want to do the girl things.
I didn't do the girl things either. I did
Oh,
nothing.
that explains a lot. That's why you stir your rice.
How many times are you gonna throw that in my face?
If you go before me, I'm gonna have that put on your stone.
She stirred her
She
rice.
stirred her rice.
Okay, okay. Even if
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? It'd be so
yeah,
enigmatic. People would be like, "What is
that
these
must be
things
some
that
sort of a
means?"
metaphor for something.
Yeah,
Nope. You can put in parentheses, this is not a metaphor for
this
anything.
is
She
literal.
stirred her fucking
She
rice.
she just was not good at cooking rice. Oh, anyway, okay. So yeah, too much Lulu, and
Yeah,
I think it was Friday. There was a scene where Lulu gets hired,
yeah,
but when
yeah.
Tracy comes in. But before
Mhm,
that, there's
Mm.
this weird conversation happens between Lulu and Maxie and Brooklyn
Yeah, yeah.
where we're suddenly like idolizing Maxie and everything Maxie's been through,
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
which I'm not against. I thought it was
No,
kind of
no,
nice, but it was like,
right.
why? What does that have to do with what's happening? It
Yeah.
was askew. I didn't understand why that happened there.
Yeah, and it seemed like, I mean, there were certain significant parts of that history that were left out. So, like, why Lulu would think that that, was like a real thing, without knowing all of the details of it. I don't know. It did seem sort of weird and misplaced.
Yeah, it was like, what does this have to do with why you shouldn't be Brooklyn's assistant? It was like I
Yeah,
didn't get it.
yeah. I know there was no good explanation for that. I mean, we could find one. We could really try to find a reason why
Make it work.
Brooklyn,
Yeah,
but we shouldn't have to, you know.
exactly. We shouldn't have to at this age. We shouldn't have to do that kind of mental exercise.
Yeah, for God's sake. Yeah.
Um, oh, can I take a slight excursion off the map to recommend another show?
Sure.
Okay, and maybe you've seen it. I don't know. I was watching a program about Elmore Leonard, a little like PBS thing about the author Elmore Leonard,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and it was like, oh, he was had a hand in this show that was like an expansion of one of his stories called
Uh-huh.
Justified.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Did you ever watch any of those?
No, I never did. I never did, Gia.
So it's pretty good. I mean, it's they
Uh-huh.
kind of capture the Elmore Leonard essence.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Okay.
only a few episodes in,
Gotcha. Okay.
but
All right.
I kind of like it as far as the characters are good,
Mhm. Yeah, we like a good character. We
and it's a
certainly
little
do.
bit quirky without being like, oh my god, I'm being quirky just so I can be quirky.
Yeah, just
Mm,
for the sake, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay. That's
That's
it. I'm
good.
all done. I just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you very much.
I
Thank
think I'm
you.
watching it on Hulu. I guess. Yeah. Hulu.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful. All right.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you. Um.
I've been
Okay. What else
rewatching
did you?
Superstore lately because I just love Superstore.
Oh, I
I know
watched
there's
like a season of that. Yeah, that was pretty
yeah.
funny. Yeah.
If you're gonna watch one episode, people, I think one of the really good episodes is when they have like a animal shelter bring dogs to the store and they have to try to adopt them out. That's a good one. Just as a
Okay. I don't think I
sampler.
saw that. I must not have seen that one, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, and I know I have a million new shows I should be watching, but I can't stop watching my old favorites.
Sometimes it's hard to get into a new show. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, even if I like them, I'll watch one episode, but it's not enough to get me
Yeah.
committed to it, you know?
Right. Right.
I
Yeah.
don't know
Well,
why that is.
we have finite time now. You don't want to like
Yeah, our time on this planet is dwindling.
draws to a close soon. Um.
Draws to a close soon. So I can see you're really, really, really celebrating your cholesterol numbers. It's good to still plan for the end, though, I think, Gia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, um,
Mhm.
just calling it like I see it.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um.
agree. Mhm.
What else? I'm trying to like go backwards in my mind.
Alright, well,
Uh,
while we're still on the subject of Lulu, a little bit, I mean, I still think that she's getting very low marks, in the parenting department.
yep.
And also she's been kind of obnoxious with almost everybody. But it felt like things warmed up a little bit, but when she was in that conversation with Maxie in Brooklyn, like it
Yeah.
seemed
Yo.
like she
Definitely.
softened a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
And I'm
Definitely.
gonna need more of that if she's gonna stick around, I
I'm gonna
think.
need more of that. Yeah.
You
Well, I
know?
think what we're gonna have is a lot of hijinks as she tries to
Ugh,
work for
yeah,
Brooklyn, and but
yeah.
then of course inevitably they'll bond over the whole thing or something. And
Right, right. Yeah, I kinda hope so because that seems like otherwise that's gonna get tiresome. It
yeah,
already is tiresome a little bit.
and
Um,
on the fashion front, we give her
mhm,
low marks or the costumers on her
yeah,
outfit. But again, I think Maxie was in the same jacket or was it a
mhm.
different one? She had a
Seems yeah.
smart little probably faux leather jacket.
Mhm, mhm.
that had like a little kind of skirt. Do you call that a peplum style? Peplum? I'm not, it's one of those things I've read but never said out loud, which is a problem for
She-
me, as you know. But it looks
well,
super smart. It looked super
yeah,
smart on her.
she looks good. I don't know what the word is you're trying to say, but I think
Well,
everybody agrees that we love hearing you repeat words over and over again.
um,
Peplum, you're right. Okay. Oh, peplum. Definitions of peplum: a flared ruffle attached to the waistline of a dress, jacket, or blouse.
there it
Yeah.
is.
So you're right. Peplum.
Bazinga.
I don't think I've heard that word. I
Yeah.
didn't want to,
Um,
but now I have.
didn't want to. Oh, I thought of you because I marched down to Skechers and I bought myself some sneakers the other day, and they're
Uh,
vegan. They're
oh
vegan sneakers.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and I
good.
mean, they're seriously vegan. Like, I waved a piece of cheese in front of them, even, and they will not eat it. So they're not just like no,
Uh-huh.
no, don't give me that steak. They're like,
Yeah, wow. Well, that's good. Good for you, Gia.
yeah. I
It
mean,
must
I don't know
was
why
it
a
hard?
sneaker would need to be. I guess they could have been leather, huh?
Yeah,
But they're
definitely. I
just
mean,
like
still, most are leather.
these are just canvas, I guess. I don't know, and
Uh-huh.
rubber.
Okay. Yeah.
But they're
Okay.
fantastic. My feet look like powerful rabbit feet now.
Do you slide into them so you don't have to bend
No,
over
they're
and
not. They're not actually. Well, they're tied. Like, they have laces, but they're kind of open.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
they don't have
Yeah.
that hard back thing. I'm not quite there
Okay.
yet, and
No,
that's
couple
there.
years maybe.
Giving me a couple of years when I can't
Yes,
bend
when the
anymore.
injections
Yeah.
start, that's when you'll get some of
Right,
those that
right.
you
But
step
they're
into.
quite comfy though. I'm pretty
Mhm.
happy about it.
That's great, Gia. Good. Good for you.
Yeah, but I almost thought of taking a picture of the vegan tag just to just
Yeah.
make you happy.
Yeah. I do study the contents of footwear pretty carefully when I'm shopping for shoes.
Yeah, well, it's one of the few areas where, yeah, like, you're not going to buy a leather anything because
Mhm.
that's easy. But yeah, they can sneak it into footwear, can't they?
They can. They can and they
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Those people. Yeah,
Would
but
you wear a
anyway.
naga hide if they made a naga hide
I've bought
shoe?
fake leather shoes. Yeah, I do have some fake leather shoes,
Okay,
and
okay.
some of them are good, you know.
Yeah,
I
all
I don't
right.
know if they breathe or if they are as forgiving as leather, but,
You don't worry
they look
about
leathery.
the naga population being depleted
The Nagas, yeah, I guess I'm not as much a fan of the Nagas.
because it's their hide you're wearing.
Maybe I was wrong about the Crestor making you funny. Did they cut out the Crestor?
Not yet. Watch out. Uh, I feel like I'll be going into the doctor's office with some sort of. I feel like I ought to bring like a little boom box and go in with some sort of triumphant music, and march. Like,
I
I don't know
agree.
why it becomes so oppositional with me, but I just feel like saying like up yours, like, and I know that's the wrong approach.
You are gonna be so full of sass. Oh,
Anyway,
boy.
um,
Man.
okay, so guess we've covered Lulu pretty well. She had an okay conversation with her mother. I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, I guess. I guess so.
Sometimes Laura things feel very special. This one just felt pretty ordinary today.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I did like that Lulu, I mean, it seems like I don't know, maybe it should have happened sooner, but that she understood now that Laura felt about her, being out of her life the same way she feels about Charlotte.
Yeah, she's suddenly having a little kind of epiphany about,
Yeah, being a little less self-absorbed, I guess.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was all right.
Yeah.
I didn't like Laura's outfit, but
No.
it's
Was
all
that
right.
what did
But
she have that sort of salmon colored top at that point?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it looked a little Jacqueline Smith collection.
it did. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they're really saving money with the wardrobe these days.
could be, could be.
Or
Um,
maybe certain actors are saying, I'm willing to take a cut in my wardrobe budget, you know,
You
just for the
think
good of
so?
the team. For the good of
Just
the
for
team,
taking
yeah.
one for the team, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're thinking, I'm such a good actor that I don't really need the wardrobe to
I
tell
don't.
my
Yeah, the
story.
wardrobe just distracts,
Yeah,
really. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ava apparently needs it, but I don't.
Yeah. Um, I will say one scene I enjoyed, just changing topics a little bit. I did enjoy the Curtis Drew
I was gonna say the
standoff.
same thing. Yes,
That was a
yes.
little bit of a highlight, because I
Mhm.
wasn't sure which way Curtis was going.
I know. Initially, I thought, "Good for you, Curtis, really sticking to your guns, telling it
And then
like
he
it is."
wavered a little
And
bit,
then
seemed
he
like.
heard Drew out, and I thought, "Oh, fuck, don't you
Yeah,
bend," and then he didn't, and I thought, "Good for
yeah.
you."
Because Drew's explanation, he was like, he was just wanted to have his cake and eat it too, basically. Like,
Yeah, and he still acts like, it was a connection, man.
yeah, yeah, it was, yeah, it like he was owed something. It's like, dude, you
Yeah,
screwed him over
yeah,
royally
yeah,
and
yeah,
Michael. Like, so
and
what?
Michael, yeah, and he's
Yes,
making these maneuvers when Michael is in a burn unit in Germany.
right. Baden Baden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was another happy moment.
Oh, I thought I could feel your pants lit on fire when
Yeah,
Brendan
like a
showed up at the door.
liar. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, it's Brennan." And wasn't he lovely? He was so lovely with her, wasn't
He
he?
was. Well, yeah, I thought, yeah, just the way that scene started with Carly being sort of heartbroken and looking distraught, right? Although,
Yeah.
we didn't get any explanation before he gave it to us, right? About her not being able to see Michael, right? Wasn't that new information?
I think so. We didn't know that that was gonna happen. Like, why would you go if they weren't gonna let you anywhere near him,
Yeah, so
you know?
that was another bit of like, did they cut something out and didn't think we would need it? You know?
Or I don't know, like, was it just such a rushed thing that she didn't look into the how it was gonna go
Yeah, I guess
and just found that out when she
maybe.
got there, but yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like they didn't even need that detail yet. They could have just
Yeah.
had her being distraught because her son
Right.
is in,
Right, yeah, we didn't need that. And we
you
didn't
know?
need him to come, like, save that situation or anything, but,
Right.
I just
But
like that
there he
they
was.
didn't instantly go to a sexual thing either. I mean, we're all
Yeah.
waiting for that, the buildup, but he was truly seeming just supportive, and
Yeah.
they had their
Yeah.
little snack, which looked nice, and,
Yeah, I liked when she
and she
just said,
was
"Can we
like,
get room
"Yeah, can
service?"
we
I
get
thought that
room
was so
service?"
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice. It was a
Yeah,
nice little scene.
yeah, I agree. I thought that was quite effective, and I could feel you.
And I felt like, Baden Baden. They showed the picture. I'm like, oh, Baden Baden, of course, yes. You know, it's just what it looks like.
How many times do you think you'll say that?
Well, that is fun. I mean, like,
It's like Boutros Ghali, huh?
golly, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. My
yeah.
favorite, what the hell is the game? Jeopardy. My favorite Jeopardy answer. Yeah.
Mhm. Who is Boutros Ghali?
Yeah, like whenever I
Mhm.
didn't know, I would just say Boutros Ghali because eventually it would be Boutros Ghali. He
Yeah.
was big for a while in Jeopardy, I think. Oops, not stuff over. Okay, what else did we
So yeah, that was
have?
nice. Well, we had quite a lot of Drew in that scene with. Well, we had the scene with Curtis, and then we had the scene with what's his name, Martin and Drew.
Yeah, still not getting what that connection's all about, but
No, I guess Martin's just trying to be a professional. I guess
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, he's still so mean to Lucy, at least
Yeah.
on a personal level.
Yeah, very cutting remarks to her.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
don't know if that's
I didn't like that
necessary.
about him, yeah.
I didn't
I mean, you
either.
break up, whatever, I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know.
yeah. Right. I liked that when Martin and Drew were talking and or was it with Lucy? Yeah, I guess it was with Lucy, talking about how big a house he wanted, and his eyes got
Oh,
a little
yeah.
maniacal,
Oh, yeah, that was creepy, that was a good scene.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, and I felt like, "Oh, good. They're going down this road where he's gonna
yeah.
become, a little bit either obsessive or controlling
Control,
or,
yeah, yeah,
you
right. Like,
know?"
he really thinks he's gonna get this big house and move her in with the kids, and yeah, it's like
Yeah, and just have this like sort of it seems like ironically he wants the type of wife that she was with Michael, right? He wants the
yeah,
dutiful sort of worshiping wife,
yep.
you know.
Yeah, that was creepy. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, his eyes kind of like, "Ooh," it was like,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh, dude, you're
Yeah.
scaring me. Yeah,
Yeah. And I think
and
like if that's what he's going for, that's going to be very bad for Willow. I mean, I guess we don't know Michael's future, but as far as custody of her kids and stuff like that, you know.
well, I wonder if they're gonna go completely dark and have him be, like get her in there, and then she'll realize that she's made a
Yeah.
mistake, and he might like lock her up in there and
Yeah, yeah.
like
Definitely a possibility, I think. And he could care less about the kids, really.
yeah, because I feel like they might be ready to let that character go up in flames, you know.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. Hmm.
Because when it seems like when they decide that, they let him really go bad, and just
True. Right. Right.
Um,
Yeah. So we'll see.
let's see, what
But
else did we have? We had Sonny and Natalia preparing to go see the cardiologist in L.A.
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
I cannot warm up to the Natalia situation. I just
No, and she's being, such a pleasant person right now, but it's I don't know, there's not much to back it up really, I guess, just
yeah, I don't know. There's something even just her little giggle bothers me, and
mhm. And she seems so eager to be this person who's,
yeah,
his sidekick and his confidant.
yeah, and he can't like. Why is she having to do everything? It's not like he's an invalid. He could arrange his
Yeah.
own,
Yeah.
like trip. I
Mhm.
mean, he's in between
Mhm.
having heart events. He could pick up the phone and get a hotel, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. And
Mhm.
I don't know. Sonny is not seeming all that interesting to me lately. Like,
No, no, he's not. And, I was thinking when she said the hotel was right across from the hospital, I thought, well, that's sort of a giveaway, you know? I
yeah,
would think
yeah,
he'd
that's
stay
true.
someplace posh, right in town, if he
Yeah,
was
right.
trying to throw
And
people off the scent. But anyway, yeah. He is a little bit flat these days, isn't he?
yeah, and the storyline, I mean, it's kind of hard when somebody's age-wise is sort of in between having the big, huge love stories all the time.
Mhm. Mhm.
And they're doing some interesting stuff, I guess, potentially with him like losing power. Um,
Yeah.
that
Uh-huh.
could be interesting. Uh,
Uh-huh.
like if he has to struggle to stay head of the mob, and he actually doesn't seem to want to stay head of the
Right.
mob.
Uh-huh.
So that's
Yeah.
kind of interesting. But why they have to always have the romantic angle? Um,
Mhm. Right.
especially like if he's thinking about his mortality, like is he gonna
Mhm.
be having pants feelings at the moment for
Uh,
Natalia?
no, maybe he's thinking of her more as like a caregiver.
Oh, he's lining her up for that role. That could be, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, to pick up his medicine and stuff like that.
That that could be. That's smart. Um,
Yeah, yeah, he could be practical.
but yeah. Anyway, I just kind of haven't found his stories all that interesting lately.
Yeah, and there's
Um,
potential there, I think, so it's, kinda too bad if it's not interesting.
yeah. And then we had Christina with him today, and she was a little bit revealing in her attitude about Ava. We've been wondering if she's softening towards Ava. Um,
Yeah, right.
and I thought today
Mhm.
indicated that she is not, because she kept emphasizing that she wants to keep Avery away from her as much as he does, and
Yeah,
um,
yeah. And
so
he didn't even seem to wanna engage in that, so maybe because he knew it would set off another event or something.
yeah, maybe he's seeing that she's got this revenge streak in her and doesn't want to encourage it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be good if he could sort of, get her off that
Yeah,
track.
that path. Yeah.
Mhm.
What
Uh,
else did we have?
we had some Sidwell, our favorite
Ugh,
unfavorite
too much
character.
Sidwell.
Yeah. Too much
Yeah.
Sidwell, like, he met with Laura and Anna, and that was sort of like,
A bust. That was just
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a bust, because we know he's gonna do what he's gonna do, and they're gonna think they know what they're doing, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
Anna's so ineffective in her role, that I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, why
yeah.
should Jason believe you? You know, you've really proven yourself quite ineffective as a spy, as
Mhm.
a head of the police, you
Mhm.
know. You can't even
Yeah.
get a good shot at Peter, you know, for God's sakes.
Right, right. Yeah.
Remember seeing Valentine
She's better
trying to
at
kill Peter? It's
she's
like he's right there.
uh,
He's right in front of you.
I know. She's better at hitting innocent, well, I guess not so innocent people that
Yeah, that's
don't,
true. Yeah.
you know,
But
but
yeah, that seemed silly, that scene where Laura and Anna are
yeah.
acting all tough and like it's like,
Yeah.
well,
Mhm. Right.
when he clearly has done all kinds of bad shit and you
Oh,
don't even have any charges against him, you know, it's ridiculous.
no, I that's the thing
Um,
too, like, Anna's acting
oh,
like
am
they
I
need to
gone
do
again?
things by the book. Yeah, you were in and out a little
Oh,
bit, but I think you're back. Um,
oh, well, I wasn't even talking then,
but,
so.
yeah, actually, your signal's pretty weak right now. I
Oh,
don't know what that's all about,
okay. Uh-oh.
but, but we'll soldier on,
Okay,
Gia.
all right.
Oh, it's a little better now. Um, let's see. Yeah, so, I don't know if she between Anna and, Laura, if they've got what it takes really to,
Yeah, I
sort
don't
this
think
guy
they
out.
do. I don't have much. I'd put my money on Jason.
Yeah, I think so too. And I thought his little speech about Michael, and how I thought that was pretty
That was pretty
effective.
effective. I still feel like they're trying to take every opportunity to throw he and Anna together, and I don't know to what end. You know.
Yeah, it doesn't I'm not feeling a lot of chemistry between them right now. I think that moment is
I guess
past,
so, and so that
really.
makes me wonder why she keeps calling him all the time.
Yeah. Right, right. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know either. Um,
But yeah, I thought he
but
was pretty
that's the
effective in talking about Michael. That was good.
Mhm. Yeah. That I think it gives him sort of convincing motivation to wanna pursue Sidwell, or at least figure out what his deal is in Port Charles,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
What
We
else?
let's see what else.
Chase. We had Chase and Willow with a
Yeah,
candle
yeah,
in
yeah,
in the
Candle.
gatehouse. Chase and Willow with a candle in the gatehouse. Um,
Yeah, I was thinking while when he was there, I was thinking, "Oh, she's gonna wanna make out with him too because she's just a slut now."
um,
Were you thinking that?
no, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking he was awfully
I
nice to
was
be there.
He's very nice to be there, and I just I don't know that I see her as a trustworthy person anymore.
No,
I
no.
didn't really expect her to make out with him, but I did feel like you don't know which impulses she's gonna follow at this point,
Right, right. Yeah.
you know?
I do like that Nina is um, so motherly and protective right now. I mean, she may not be making the right decisions,
Yeah,
but I feel like her impulses
right.
are pure, you know, like she's coming
Yeah,
from her
yeah.
heart and she's really like
Mhm.
not thinking of
Yep.
herself so much in all this. She's really thinking about her daughter. Um, and
Yeah,
being
I agree.
protective, and it's nice to see that side of
Mhm.
her. Um,
Mhm.
and I kind
Mhm.
of like the friendship with she and Curtis. I like that they keep throwing them together.
I do too. Yeah, I do too, and I like when they have a common purpose,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
I like that Curtis, he was really honest with Nina, he was honest with Drew. I like that. I think this is a Curtis we can get
yeah. We're
behind, you
bringing
know?
Curtis around, giving him a little bit of a purpose. And
Yeah,
did you like the
yeah.
little flower in his
Mhm.
lapel? The little fake flower. What was that?
I I I was wondering if scale-wise, if it was big enough,
That's
or
what she said.
if it was necessary? I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's a man that likes ornamentation, apparently. You know, and I'm for that. But I was like, is
Okay.
this a thing?
Yeah,
This wearing
yeah.
the little boutonniere kind of is a boutonniere, right?
I guess so.
I
Yeah.
don't know. But yeah, it distracted
Yeah,
me
I
though.
mean, it was a cute little flower. I just yeah, I wasn't sure if it I think I kinda liked it. I'm gonna say I liked it.
Okay, all right. You had to really work your way into that, but it's all
Okay.
right.
I did. I was
Mm.
trying to think, well, that was my first reaction when I saw it, and I think it was positive.
Okay. um anyway, yeah, but we do like them together, so hopefully they'll have some good moments. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that she
Mhm.
has him to counsel her, cuz hopefully he'll be a
Yeah,
little
she
more
needs
level-headed.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Ava is in the right space right now to be counseling Nina.
Yeah. Um
That's her only other real sounding board, right,
yeah,
is
is
Ava.
Ava. Yeah, Ava's in some bad space right now too, so.
Yeah, she's in literally, she's gonna be in a new bad space in her new apartment.
Right. Oh yeah, that was pretty ugly, huh? I would paint all the brick immediately myself.
Yeah, yeah, mhm,
Um
mhm.
oh, to go back to Chase and Willow though, so we find out that Chase is shooting blanks apparently, and what do you think that'll do to that
Yeah.
storyline?
Well, first, I mean, to have, like, Willow look at the lab results and then for her to, like, sorta act, like, coy or something, I didn't really like that. I kinda thought she should've I mean, I know that's an awkward, painful situation, but
Yeah,
I didn't like
yeah,
that she sort of made him keep asking,
yeah.
when they're friends and he knows she's a nurse. I mean, I don't know. Thought she could have handled that a little differently. But I don't know. I don't know what that's gonna mean for them.
Yeah, are they gonna wanna
But maybe
adopt Geo once they find out that Geo is actually her son? They'll be like, "Here's our
yeah,
baby,"
well
and put him in a big crib. I mean, I don't know what they were doing with that, like, if it'll just be just, "Oh, this is gonna make it all the more painful, they're gonna have to do some, um,
Yeah.
treatments or, adopt or whatever." I don't know.
Mhm. Right. Well,
Mm.
did you see in the preview for tomorrow, there was something about, like, Lois and asking it looked like she was asking Brooklyn maybe if she felt she'd be had to do something against her will or so did
Oh,
you
I
see
did, but I
that
didn't know
little
who she was talking to, so,
and I could be wrong, but I'm wondering if, like and I don't think maybe everybody, including Lois, would know Chase's lab results by tomorrow. Seems like they would drag that out with,
yeah,
maybe the
longer,
other people
right.
in that. But I'm thinking maybe, like, that would make Lois think, "Well, gosh, if they can't have kids, should I let Brooklyn know that,
That she's
Geo is
gotta
her?"
start.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So maybe that's one way this storyline would affect,
Yeah, I don't know, but I
but
felt sad
I
for
don't know.
Chase because
I did too.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
right.
anyway, well, they just can't let anybody be happy on a soap opera, can they? It's like a soap opera, you know?
Mhm. It's very much like a soap
Not a
opera, yeah.
moment of joy. Who else did we have? Yeah,
Mm.
too much Sidwell.
We had
Mm.
some more Tracy about, well, confronting Willow, that was on Friday,
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
that was all right. I mean, I think everybody is I don't know if they're within their rights, but I think they can
Yeah.
make the rule that she can't see Drew on that property. I mean, she can go see Drew somewhere else, you know.
Yeah, I definitely think they're within their rights to make that
Yeah.
rule, and I don't know why Willow is surprised that there's this, these bad feelings
I know.
towards
It's like
her,
everybody
you
hates
know?
me, like shocking. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You know? Uh, I mean, especially since they all love Michael,
Right, right.
I think
Yeah, a little like I don't know if it should be humility. I mean, she shouldn't have like a scarlet
yeah.
letter attached to her or anything, but a little bit of like, yeah, I was in the wrong here. Like it's not like
Yeah.
Michael did something that drove her into another man's arms. She just
Right. Right.
leapt into another man's arms. She's like the
Yeah.
one who strayed, and so maybe having a little
Mhm.
bit of understanding of, how the rest of the family is
Mhm.
going to regard her. Um,
Yeah, I think that would be reasonable to
and
expect.
especially with Michael in the current situation. I mean, that makes it all the more
Yeah.
like wow, you want to have
Mhm.
sex with his uncle in his house now,
Mhm.
and you feel like they should
Right.
be letting you,
Right.
like
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think she would be a little more preoccupied with how Michael's
yeah,
doing,
or just
you
how
know?
the kids are doing without, knowing
Yeah,
what.
maybe, like, pause the thing with Drew for just a
Yeah,
little while, you
yeah.
know?
Um, so anyway, yeah, she's a mess. She's a hot mess, that one.
She is. She is a bit of a mess, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's showing some sort of more brittle side of her that's not as
Yeah.
easy to
Mhm.
take. But I think it's all going to come crashing down around her when she realizes the kind of guy Drew actually is, and
Yeah,
what
hopefully.
she's
Hopefully.
thrown away.
Mhm. Right. Right. Yep. Let's hope.
But
We also had, sorry to move away from that
no, no,
abruptly,
no, no.
but before I forget, we had Lucky and Elizabeth at Turning
Oh yeah,
Woods,
doing
and
the
we also had
like.
Joss volun oh, we had also Trina and Kai
Oh
in that
yes,
whole
yeah. I've
storyline.
blocked that out of my head because it was so
Yeah,
like I can't. I don't know
yeah.
why the little football story is not engaging me very much.
No, I know, yeah, because maybe because we're not jocks
I
as a
think I'm
rule.
kind of a jock. Um,
Oh, here we
here we go. um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it should be an engaging story. It's very sad that he's lost
Mhm.
his dream, and
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I mean, it's just not pulling me in, and the whole her little bag
No.
with the one single protein bar in it apparently, was
Yeah, I know,
uh,
that's not a good present for somebody, I don't think.
yeah. I don't know. It just I don't have anything to say about that scene. It just I felt like it should have been more engaging, and I tried to engage myself, and I
Mhm,
maybe it was what
mhm.
I brought to the table, which was nothing.
Well, I was getting, like, a feeling, and I guess this is stupid, but, initially, like, I think when Stella was talking to Kai, I was getting this feeling like he was gonna be diagnosed with something that had nothing to do with
Oh,
football, like
oh wow.
cancer or
Oh, that would have
something,
been
you know?
sad. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that would have been a lot considering Joss had lost
Oh
Oscar to
gosh, yeah, that would have
cancer,
been crazy too much. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
I think
the football thing made more
we're just
sense,
probably
but
going to see them, bonding over her helping him through the whole situation or something like that.
yeah, definitely, and I liked how Joss articulated Trina's role in his life. I thought that was
Yeah,
insightful.
Josh has some wisdom.
She has some wisdom, yeah, when she's not storming around,
Yeah.
like she
Oh,
has
Miss
been a little
Stormy
bit
Pants.
lately.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then the other, yeah,
Yeah.
Lucky and Elizabeth are like our Scooby Doo investigators.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
are. It's kind of cute, it's standard
Yeah.
hospital. I mean, standard soap opera hijinks kind of stuff, like
Right, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um,
So, yeah, we'll
w-
see what they
we'll
do with
see
their
if it gets
list
them
that they got.
together. We'll see if they ever kiss during the investigation at any point.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe she'll have to save him or he'll have to save her or something, and they'll realize what
Right,
they
I
mean to
know.
each other still after all these years. I don't know.
I think you're right, Gia. I think you're
I
right.
think people are kind of pulling for them to get back together. I think we all have a little nostalgia trip going on about Lucky and Elizabeth.
Mhm. I think so too, and I did see him in the credits recently. He hadn't been
I
for a
saw
while,
Sidwell
but
in the credits, though. I was like,
yeah, that was
oh
too bad,
no.
wasn't it? Yeah,
How'd that happen
yeah.
so
I is
quickly?
he I know. Are they seriously gonna do that thing where we hate this guy and then, like, 3 months from now, we're gonna think he's awesome? I don't wanna
Have
think
we come
Sidwell's
around
awesome.
on every single one we've hated?
I think mostly.
Except Drew.
Except we
Drew's
I
a
don't think
holdout.
Drew,
Drew's
yeah,
like the outlier.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and part of that is because he replaced a wonderful Drew.
Right, right. Um, I don't know. I don't see myself turning around on Sidwell. He's got some work to do if we're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I feel like he's still up to no good.
Yeah, definitely. And I just don't like his. I just don't like that oily manner.
Ugh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Did what? Have you turned around on Brendan yet, or do you hate Brendan, or do you just not love him like I do?
I don't
Nobody
think
could.
anyone loves him like you do. I don't think I hate him. I have warmed up to him a little bit, and I like his chemistry with Carly. I do think that that's working.
Okay, so I was just trying to think. Well,
Yeah.
we came around on Cody. We came around on
Yeah.
Marshall. And then they got rid of him, of
Yeah.
course. And who else did we come
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
on? I don't know.
Well, I used to hate Liesel, and then I loved Liesel. I
Yeah.
used to hate Ava, and then I became very fond of Ava.
Huh. I don't know if I ever hated Ava.
Nina.
Yeah, Nina's
Yeah.
complicated. Nina goes in and out of being,
Yeah.
but I think I'm solidly
Mhm.
in Nina's corner now. I think she's won me over at this
She's
meeting.
been at her best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
She can be
she's
very
had some
funny.
moments where she's
I like it when they're funny.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's real to have people that are funny and not just, always
Yeah,
somber,
like
you know.
us. We're so somber.
We're serious as a heart attack.
Not anymore because we've got lower cholesterol.
Thanks to the sweet potatoes, the
We're
barley, and the
all
almonds.
stuffed with barley. Yeah, I do wonder if the
Mhm.
barley people would like me to speak on their behalf a little bit because
Maybe reach out to them since they might not have heard the news yet
I'll
about your
tell you what I
victory.
like about it. Um, like
Okay.
seriously, it like you could put it in like I was putting it in soup. I would never just eat barley alone. Like I guess you can. I was
Okay.
putting in soup, and
Mhm.
you can reheat your soup like 3 days in a row, and the barley still has some integrity.
I that was a pleasant surprise that you worked the word integrity
It
into
just
that
came to me.
discussion
But
about
that's really what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
imagine if you had a noodle, the
yeah.
noodle be gone.
Right, it would be just
Yeah, the
mushy and
rice
yeah,
would
and
be
that's true of
pretty
a lot
much
of
gone.
vegetables
Yeah,
too.
yeah. But the
Yeah.
barley still holds
Mhm,
like a little bit
mhm.
of a chewy center all the time. So it's
Okay.
nice.
Alright,
I
well,
like it.
you heard it here. So that could be your slogan if you become the spokesmodel for the
Something about
barley.
integrity.
Uh,
Barley, uh,
yeah,
the
yeah.
grain with integrity.
The We're just giving this away.
I know.
I
Unbelievable.
mean
Unbelievable.
So if anyone out there listening is
Some,
part of the barley sort
yeah,
of
the barley council.
crew,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, and you need Gia to, come to
To
a
cook. Well,
conference or
I guess it's
something.
very old fashioned, isn't it? Because I mean, that's why I can't find it anywhere in the grocery store, right? Like
Mhm.
nobody cooks
Yeah, I
barley.
guess.
But I mean, if you go down some other aisle,
Mhm.
like every trendy grain is
Yeah,
like out.
quinoa, there's
Yeah, there's
quinoa all over the place.
red quinoa and white quinoa, and there's
Yeah,
amaranth, and there's
yeah, right.
couscous, and there's like
Mm,
every single whatever.
mhm. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, uh-huh.
so
Alright, I'll make it my mission to see if I can find barley in the
you
grocery
might
store
like it.
next time
Throw
I
it in
go.
a soup, yeah.
Yeah,
And you can
okay,
stir it. I
alright.
know you like that.
Briskly. You bet I will.
Anyway, have we covered everything? I don't know if there were any big reveals other than the Chase thing.
Yeah,
Chase
yeah,
is
that's gonna be
Chase
so tough
infertility
for
is a sad
It's sad
story.
also because he's gonna feel like he's breaking her heart, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
He's such a kind,
yeah. And then it's
selfless
gonna
sort of
be
a
it might
man.
get ugly when he finds out that she actually already has a child, and I don't know, it's gonna
Yeah,
blow up in their faces, I'm
yeah,
sure.
it's gonna get a little messy
Why
and
do they always
ugh,
lie and withhold truth?
why?
Why? Why? Um, But anyway, yeah, nothing big going on, I guess. I don't know.
No.
Maybe we can look
Mm-mm.
forward to a little like Love in the Afternoon with Carly and Brennan by the end of the week.
Yeah, you think they're gonna be at least smooching during their
A
time in
canoodle, a little
Baden-Baden?
canoodle over a schnecken wouldn't be uncalled for, you know.
No, that's true. Canoodling over a
A
Schnecken.
schnecken, yeah. I mean, he looks like a man
I
who
don't
would
think
enjoy a
anybody.
snack, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Not a schnitzel though. You're thinking more of just
I'm
Schnecken than a
I'm
schnitzel.
thinking schnecken, yeah. A pastry,
Yeah, yeah.
a little
A
pastry,
pastry would be
yeah.
nice. Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
Anyway,
All right.
okay. I think I've said all I had to say. You?
I think so, Gia. Yeah, I think the main thing that we've learned today is that barley is our friend, and
Yep.
if you're looking for a grain with integrity, you want to go with the
With the
barley.
barley. Yep. Yep.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for
Mm.
listening if you did, and we don't blame you if you didn't ever. We understand.
If we're just talking to each other at this point,
Really.
and that's
Yeah.
that's what we
Yep.
deserve. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well,
Okay.
we'll try it again on Thursday.
Yeah. Okay, Gio. You have a
You
good
too.
night.
See ya.
Okay. Bye.